For all the latest from the world of motoring, hit that subscribe button and stay connected.
The name Dominar needs no introduction. The Dominar 400, especially after the more recent update, certainly carved itself a space in the more serious touring segment. But then that exactly was the problem the bike faced. And now, to make sure that a lot of new and upcoming riders are not intimidated by the big, almost 400cc motorcycle, Bajaj has brought us the Dominar 250. So how does this new, more approachable Dominar feel to ride in the real world? Let's find out. Visually, for the untrained eye, both the bikes look identical. But move a bit closer and you will see three main differences and then a couple of smaller ones. The first and the most obvious standout visual difference though are the smaller section tires. Then comes the little smaller in diameter front USD forks, and finally the more conventional steel box type swing arm. The digital meters on the tank and up front lose the gear indicator, dynamic fuel consumption and the average fuel consumption readouts as well. And yes, as of now, the beautiful red color option is only available on the Dominar 250. Well then, it sure looks like the Dominar 250 misses out on a lot, right? Actually, no. The three main differences that we told you about have brought down the prices and the weight. The other smaller differences are things that honestly will be forgotten immediately once you start riding. Now let's move to things that really matter. The engine of the Dominar 250, although similar to the ones on the Duke 250 and the Husqvarna twins, has a different head design that gives it a slightly lower compression and allows for the twin spark technology. All this allows the Dominar 250 to have a strong mid-range and slightly better bottom end torque while being quite smooth and refined. You have enough power available at low revs to make riding it stress-free at low city speeds while also having enough grunt to pull away from traffic easily. Easy cruising is around the 100-110 mark, but the bike definitely will do speeds in excess of 135. We really love the strong and throaty sound of the exhaust. It has a beautiful rumble at lower RPMs and becomes a smooth and loud free-flowing sound at higher revs. It especially sounds fun when you're slowing down and rev matching while shifting down the gears. Being a bike that's supposed to be your daily bike as well as your touring companion, the Dominar 250 impressed by returning consistently above the 35 kmpl mark. Moving on to the handling, one key thing to mention is that even though the Dominar 250 is lighter than its bigger brother, at 180 kgs it still is quite heavy. But at the same time, this motorcycle manages to hide its weight well. It's mostly only felt in crawling traffic conditions. It feels planted at higher speeds, and although not the easiest to throw around a corner, it does feel confident and you never feel the weight is stopping you from having fun. Suspensions are firm but soft enough to dampen the effect of undulations and bad roads. It definitely is comfortable from a daily use point of view and can handle urban conditions well. The brakes probably could have used a bit more initial sharpness for that quick bite feel, but overall perform well, and having the dual channel ABS backing you up is always a plus point. We were lucky to try both the Eurogrip and the MRF tires on the Dominar 250, and the MRFs easily stood out as a better performer. It had better grip availability, and on the whole the bike felt a lot better while sporting it. Coming on to the build quality and features, by now we all know that the Dominars have always been the best made Bajajes, and the Dominar 250 follows this trend. It has been put together well. Like we mentioned earlier, there are some features that we would have liked, but these hardly matter in the long run. So Bajaj set out to create a Dominar that anybody can buy without feeling intimidated by the power or the price. And we think they definitely have achieved it. The Dominar 250 is a friendly and easy to ride bike that sounds great and is efficient too. It can easily develop as that one bike that's fun out on weekend rides and also fun as your daily ride. Thanks for watching, and do check out our channel for more reviews.